So I grew up in a little town called Simsbury, Connecticut. I mean, it's such a small town, I don't even think it exists. If you look for it on a map, I'm pretty sure it won't be there. To give you some context, what we were famous for in our town was having the largest tree in Connecticut. So, you can understand that my childhood was filled with just amazing adventure and wonder. One of the only things that we were able to do as kids was go to the library and pick out a book, and once in a while, get a movie. Now, when we were little kids, our parents would pick out movies for us. Now, this was the early 2000s, at a library. It wasn't like we were getting the newest movies coming out at the time. Our parents would just pick out what they thought was appropriate for us, and we'd watch it. So that led to us watching some weird stuff. I'd like to introduce you guys to a new segment I'm calling Reviewing Weird Shows from My Childhood. And today, we have a doozy. The first show I like to review is called Fairy Tale Theater. It was a show in the 80s, and it pretty much was a kid's show recreating fairy tales with real people. It seems harmless enough. When going back and watching the show nowadays, I can't imagine anybody's really heard of this show. It's probably one of those millions of shows made in the 80s, ran for a few seasons, and was left in the dust like so many others. But, on rewatching this show, what if I were to tell you that this show was narrated by Shelley Duvall, included actors, but not limited to, Jeff Goldblum, Robin Williams, Billy Crystal, Gene Stapleton, just to name a few. And I shit you not, some of the episodes were directed by Tim Burton and Francis Ford Coppola. So yeah, I don't understand this at all. I don't understand why nobody's heard about the show, which is why I had to take a look at the show and review it. So the first episode I remember was called The Frog and the Princess. Now, Shelley Duvall would come on every episode and talk about what we were about to see.
Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall. Welcome to Fairy Tale Theater.
It weirdly reminded me of The Twilight Zone with Rod Serling, and the more we get into the show, you'll kind of understand why. So you know the story. It's about a king and queen who can't have any kids and are approached by a godmother who says that they'll grant them a wish to give them a kid.
I don't like witchcraft.
Well, we might as well try it. I mean, what have we got to lose?
Wait, is that Kramer? That's Kramer!
Hey.
It's about to get real weird, isn't it? So they finally agree that the godmother could grant them a wish to have a baby, but on one condition: when the baby is born, the godmother gets invited to the party. But of course, the king and queen forget to invite the godmother to the party, and she's not happy about this.
Some few years later, in a neighboring kingdom, a king called Ulrich and his good queen, Beatrice, had a baby daughter.
By the way, that's Eric Idle narrating the show, because apparently this was the most lucrative job in Hollywood at the time. Which brings us, of course, to our main character, the princess, who is...
What is it, you miserable turkey?
Oh, excuse me.
Excuse me, princess.
Oh, excuse me, princess.
Delightful. She's running late for a meeting with the king and queen that we saw from the opening. God damn it, that's Kramer! I'm never gonna get over this.
Prince Hal sends you his regards. Really? How is Hal, anyway? Still out skewering dragons?
Daughter.
Well, I read in a book recently that dragons are in danger of becoming extinct through all of this horrid hunting, you know?
Daughter.
You see, I think they should be preserved. They seem like rather nice creatures compared to adolescent princes with homicidal tendencies.
Did the princess just say homicidal maniac? I'm not really sure how I feel about that. Okay, I'll give it a pass, because it was a kid's show from the 80s. They kind of really stretched the idea of a kid's show, so I'll allow it, but I got my eye on you. The princess is excited because she received a gift.
Oh, how lovely. Yes, it was a gift from Hal's fairy godmother when she came to his christening.
Is it magical?
Well, we're not sure.
Is it magic? What? It's a flying golden ball! How many golden balls are flying around in that area? It was given to them by the godmother. It's magic. So later that day on the court, God damn it! Jesus, why is it every time I review a kid's show, it's got terrifying imagery? It looks like all the Kardashians rolled into one.
La 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 la.
Pardon me. Could you not make so much noise? You're scaring away all the flies.
A horrid toad!
Ooh, a nasty princess. And I am not a toad, I am a frog.
And yes, if you haven't guessed it, that is the late, the great Robin Williams in a frog suit. So Shelley Duvall and Robin Williams were friends, and when she created the show, she came to Robin Williams. Robin Williams loved the idea so much he wanted to be a part of it. Which is great, because it leads to amazing lines like this.
Dare you talk to me that way? Don't you know that I'm a princess?
I can tell.
Really, how?
You're very rude.
So the princess loses her ball, and the frog agrees to get it out under one condition.
Well, whatever do you want?
If I get your ball, would you invite me to dinner at the palace?
Have dinner with you?
Afterwards, well, I'd like to sleep with you. Oh, no. I mean, not sleep. Oh, no. You misunderstood me. No. I mean sleep near you.
No, don't pretend to back up now. Okay, you said it. Own it, TV show. This is one of the things I was talking about in this show. It's so weird. I don't know who the audience is for, because it's set up like a kid's show. It's acted like really over the top, like you would at a kid's show, but then it has moments like this.
Oh.
Turn around, you horny toad.
Sorry, I've just never seen a set of stems like that before.
I don't know, I can't really speak to watching this as a kid, but watching this now as an adult, it's great to see Robin Williams. And of course, because it's the great late Robin Williams, one of my goddamn idols, of course he's gonna throw in some hilarious scenes.
Oh, you're not gonna regret this. I got a friend, a brand new friend.
Couldn't we just skip the song?
Oh, the song goes with it. Someone on whom I can depend, with a princess for a pal. Everyone will call me Al.
Why, Al?
To rhyme, go with it.
Oh, I wish I'd never laid eyes on you.
Oh, be careful what you wish. There might be some stray fairy flitting about, and who knows what you might end up.
Really, I don't believe in magic.
Okay, what is with the skepticism and believing in magic? I mean, you just saw a flying golden ball. You're speaking to a talking frog. What more proof do you want? Oh yeah, and if you thought the most inappropriate scenes were behind us, well...
Oh, just go to sleep.
Oh, but still, you're very beautiful in your own bitchy way.
So you know how the story goes. The princess ends up kissing the frog, he turns into Robin Williams, and they live happily ever after. Okay, so the second episode, and the one that I remember specifically from my childhood, was The Three Little Pigs. The three pigs are acted out by, I shit you not, Fred Willard, Billy Crystal, and Stephen Furst. And the mom is played by Doris Roberts, with the mom from Everybody Loves Raymond.
It's just not easy to say, but I think that it's time for you boys to leave home.
And she's not too smothering and over coddling? Okay, I can believe three pigs can talk, but Doris Roberts playing a mother that's sensible and not too overbearing, now that's ridiculous. Oh yeah, and the wolf in this story is played by Jeff Goldblum. And yes, to whatever you're thinking in your head, yes, it's exactly what you're thinking in your head if Jeff Goldblum played this role.
You, out of my way. What, you ain't got ears?
Yeah, remember the last episode where things were incredibly inappropriate? Well, they somehow top it in this episode.
Well, hello, sweetie sweets. Tell me, Bacon Bits, where have you been all my life? I got no house. What you see is what you get, sugar pie.
Well, if you don't have a house, you don't have me.
Well, that's what I call a gold pigger.
You see, I'm building me a house. A nice wood house. Something the ladies would love. And ladies love wood. Believe me.
Oh my god, my parents let me watch this as a child. Okay, and the wolf in this story, how do I say this? He's a thug. I don't mean just a thug. I mean like Al Capone level thug.
Nice straw. It'd be a shame if something happened to it.
Actually, now that I come to think of it, there was a pig here recently buying materials for his house.
Good. A coward.
Yes, sir.
I like that in a man.
Thank you, sir.
By the way, if you're lying, I'm going to come back and I'm going to find you and I'm going to chew on your face. Yes, sir.
So you know how the story goes, the three little pigs, they make houses for themselves and the wolf comes along to knock them all down. And because it's Jeff Goldblum, not once does he ever say the famous line in the story right. Alright, Mr. Goldblum, all you have to do is read the line, I'm gonna huff and puff and blow your house down. So, let's do this.
Okay, listen up, because I'm only going to say this once. Open the door. Or I'm going to huff and I'm going to puff and, I'm going to blow your house in. What do you think of that?
Cut! Nope! Okay, Mr. Goldblum, the line is, I'm gonna huff and puff and blow your house down. Okay, let's take it from the top.
I'm counting to 3, and if you're not out by 3, I'm going to huff and I'm going to puff and I'm going to blow the whole house to kingdom come.
Nope. Okay, Mr. Goldblum, the line is, I'm gonna huff and puff and blow your house down. Okay, that's all you gotta say.
Look, no more Mr. Nice Guy. You either open up now, and I mean now, or I'll huff and I'll puff. Maybe I'll huff again, but I'm going to blow this house in.
Okay, that's a wrap. And then, of course, because it's Jeff Goldblum, we get one of the most Goldblumiest type of lines I've ever heard from Jeff Goldblum.
Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
You keep saying that. What do you mean, chinny chin chin? What does it mean?
And it's funny because these weren't the only 2 episodes I remember. I remember watching a slew of different episodes from Jack and the Beanstalk to Hansel and Gretel. And if they were as weird as these 2 episodes were, then yeah, I cannot imagine what other shows my parents let me watch as a kid without us knowing. And it's weird because I don't know who the intended audience for this show is. I know it's set up as a kid's show. That's supposed to be the intended audience. They have actors playing it up and over the top at moments like a kid's show would, but then there's just really inappropriate scenes that should absolutely not be for kids. Almost like they're doing a parody of a kid's show. But at the same time, weirdly enough, it was a pleasant surprise. I got some funny laughs out of it. And just if you want to have some laughs, I'd advise go watch these episodes. They're all on YouTube right now. All you gotta do is just go Fairy Tale Theaters and you can watch every single story from your childhood totally butchered and made inappropriate by this weird TV show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. And again, if you really like this video, if you want me to do more episodes like this, let me know down below. Would really appreciate if you could hit that subscribe button. Would legitimately be making my day. Hoping to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Anytime you guys can subscribe, it really does make my day. Thank you so much for watching. And enjoy the rest of your day, you guys, because you deserve it.